instead.
$21.
7.
All right, so 20 through 25.
Me.
15 through 20. 10 through 15. 5 through 10.
7.
7.
Both of you roll again.
5.
2.
0 through 5.
A 1. With
Okay.
my dex mod, it would be a 5, but
Yeah, I don't. Okay, so Lucan, you would be up first.
Alrighty. I guess so. He'll step in front of Thal and enter rage immediately, and go ahead and pull out his great axe and take a swing. And that is a 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
Does not hit.
Yep.
So you go to attack, and one of the Grimlocks easily maneuvers out of the way on horseback. Next is Thal.
Thal is going to cast Eldritch Blast on the closest one to her. Type 2 spells. Computer crashed.
Can I make an extra attack while we're waiting?
You have.
I forgot I had that.
Yeah.
13.
Does not hit.
16.
Eldritch Blast is force. Force damage.
Look. I think so. This is from memory, though. I'm trying to look, but it's not.
Yes, it is force damage. They take half damage for that. Okay. Next is Elowen.
Since Elowen cannot use her magic without getting burned, she is going to use her sling that she has, and she is going to point it at one of the Grimlock on horseback, and she rolled a 17 for AC.
That hits.
Okay, and then a 4 for damage.
Okay. Bailey.
Bailey's gonna move back away from them, knowing she's vulnerable to damage now.
You are surrounded by them, so you cannot back out.
Okay. Well, she's gonna use her short bow, and she's gonna use sneak attack on one of them that hasn't attacked yet, and she's gonna aim for the head of one of the horses.
Okay.
Doing math, 16.
That hits.
Nine damage.
All right. So Grimlock number 1. We'll go for Lucan first. Just a +9, so 21. Hits you with 19 points of bludgeoning damage. It swings its great axe. And then with...
I am not immune, but we're resistant
Advantage?
to bludgeoning.
So you'll take 8 points of damage. Or I'm sorry. Hold on. Yes, 8 points of damage. And then it swings again, +9, 21, so you'll take you'll take the full 19 points.
Okay.
The next one goes after Thal with a 17.
Yep.
And hits twice with its bludgeoning great club.
Okay.
So 38 points of damage, bludgeoning damage.
Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah, remember Grimlocks are the one that killed Lauren's character.
What? She is very
Grimlock,
bloodied.
the Grimlocks are the one that squish Anya's head.
I thought that was a troll.
Nope, it was a Grimlock. Alright, next one is also a 17. This one goes after Elowen. With its 2 great swings. It only hits Elowen once, so 19 points of bludgeoning damage. And the last one goes for Bailey. 524 AC, and let's see, it'll swing twice. Second one does not hit, so you'll take 19 points of bludgeoning damage as well.
So I'm vulnerable to bludgeoning.
So that means you'll take
But-
double damage.
I would like to use Uncanny Dodge, which will half the damage as a reaction. So 19, right?
So 19.
Okay. Can I use Hellish Rebuke? Can I use 2 reactions, or is that not allowed?
You use only 1.
Okay, alright. Then I'll just use Uncanny Dodge.
Alrighty, so we're back up at Lucan.
Alright, so he's gonna take another 2 swings at the one in front of him, and that is 18.
That does hit.
And then a... Oh boy. 4 for damage for that.
Okay.
And
So you-
then...
Hit again.
Yeah, that is also an 18,
That hits.
and then a 5 points of damage, and then he's going to hold his shield up, and then anything that hits, sorry, there's a lot to sift through now.
Okay.
Anything that now that thingy hits is... Oh man, I can't find it. Go ahead and I'll say it when
Val,
it's
you're up.
relevant.
Thal is super hurt, and she's just gonna go immediately invisible. And
Okay.
can she ring Evelyn? Or is it? Can't have another action.
Yeah. But you have 6 seconds.
Okay.
Oh no, your action, yeah.
Is invisibility, right? Okay.
Yeah, is your invisibility. Yeah, you would have to, yeah.
Okay, well
Okay.
she just cast that.
Okay. Elowen.
She's gonna use her sling again because that's the only thing she has. She doesn't want to break her quarterstaff or her staff. No, 7.
Bailey.
Okay, I'm going to use my Black Razor Sword this time. Did hitting the horse do anything?
Yeah, it did damage.
Okay. Am I able to use some movement to get behind one of the horses and try to stab one of the Grimlocks in the back?
I would need a athletics check with disadvantage. Because remember,
Right.
these Grimlocks are on horses that are 6 feet tall.
With disadvantage, I rolled a 10.
Okay. So you are able to get behind it, but you aren't able to get on its back.
Okay. For my attack roll, I rolled a 20. So I'm
That
just
hits.
gonna slash at the Grimlock any angle I can hit it at. 8, so would it be 16 damage?
What was the AC? Oh, you rolled 20.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah. So yeah,
So,
double damage.
16. And then I'd like to use a bonus action to hide,
Okay.
since I'm out of the circle.
Okay. First one. The leader of the pack goes, "Oh, this is too easy." And goes for Lucan first. Here, which is going to cast Evil Eye, as well as a Great Axe or a Great Club attack. So the first one, 12 plus 9. 21 again. But you have, what's your AC with your shield?
I didn't. Did you tell me how much the shield gave me? I
Yeah,
didn't. I might have looked it up.
I think. Hold on, great. Shield AC. It's
My
plus
base
3 to your armor class.
Okay, so 18.
Okay, so that still hits. First with 19 points of damage. And the second one is going to cast Evil Eye towards Elowen. Roll a Charisma saving throw.
That one.
So you will be taking 27 psychic damage.
So Lucan is going to see this after getting hit with a shit ton of damage, and he's gonna like close his eyes for a second. And beginning at 6th level, my guardian spirit, my brother, that can aid me and provide supernatural protection to those you defend. If you're raging and another creature can see you within you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to reduce that damage by 2d6. Oh wait, I already. Okay, yeah.
Thanks, big brother.
So instead of 27 points of damage, you will be taking 15 points of psychic damage.
How much?
15.
15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see. And then because both Thal and Bailey have hidden from battle, the next one goes after Lucan again.
Sorry.
Oh, good. I can take it.
I couldn't.
14 plus 9. 24 AC, so that's another 19 points of damage. And then also cast Evil Eye back to Elowen. Which is normally 27. How many times can you use that reaction for your guardian? Like every time, or?
It doesn't have a limit.
Okay, sure. Well, then
It
the
just
guardian-
says you can provide supernatural protection to those you
Sure.
defend.
Yeah. So you'll be taking another 15 points of damage, Elowen. Okay, third Grimlock. Oh, did not hit for their first roll. That is 22. It's the same thing. 19 for Lucan, another 15 for Elowen. And the fourth and final Grimlock, the leader of the party. It says, he stops and he says, "Give back the book."
I'm invisible. I can't say anything really.
Alrighty.
Lucan is he? I don't know. I don't have the book, and he's going to start running away. Like, come on, like I can't.
Okay. We'll have you do it on your turn. But we
Okay.
are finished with this Grimlock. 14, 23. So the same exact thing happens again. Another 15 for Elowen, another 19 for Lucan.
I can't.
You go to 0?
Yeah, I had 16 HP left after
Lucan?
4 rounds of if I did my math right.
No, you're good. Alright, Lucan is knocked unconscious.
Okay. Thal.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
You guys realize my max HP is 92, right? And I was at full HP.
At 83. I'm at 7.
I'm at 5 with 43.
Y'all chose to fight the Grimlocks. Alright, so Lucan, we are not you, so you're going to go ahead and roll a death saving throw. So that's just a 1d20, no additional additions or anything like that. And then don't say it out loud, I want you to message it to me.
Okay.
Thal, it is now your turn.
Thal instantly sees him go down. She'll drop her invisibility. Her hand goes on him, despair to dying, and throws the book with the other hand. This is here!
Alright, so perfect. Alrighty.
That means you're stable now, Lucan. But you're still a 0. But
Thanks.
you're stable.
Yeah. You don't have to
Thanks.
roll death saving throws anymore.
Yeah.
Let me get this.
I mean, I think the cleanse worked. You know, they stayed in this little thing for a week, so.
So, as Thal throws the book, the leader of the Grimlocks capture it, and they say, "Good. Now, good luck getting your curse broken." And they all start riding away.
Thal immediately calls Evelyn, like, Evelyn, we need help. Stat! It's gonna affect you too. We kind of lost the book.
Evelyn rings up, and she's you can see that her hair is a little messy. She's very distraught. She's like, "What happened?"
They kind of killed Lucan a little bit. He's fine now. And she's doing her nose like this is bleeding. She's like, but these Grimlocks, they needed the book, and it was the only way to save everybody's lives, and I had to give it over. We couldn't fight them anymore. They're going
Who
to
is
kill us.
they?
The Grimlocks.
Why did you decide to fight a Grimlock?
They wanted the book. You said to protect it.
Things are not good here.
Okay. So let's leave the book or go after them and die trying?
No. You'll need to find Stren.
Who?
He's the Stren. It's the name of the person who brought that book to Wakefield.
Okay.
He might know how to break your curse without the book.
Okay.
He lives in a town called Valleymead.
Okay. Right, Valleymead. Does anybody have a map or have any idea where we are?
Where the portal have taken you, you should have come to a clearing, yes?
Is this a clearing, you
Yes.
guys?
The old road is not far. Follow the old road down, follow the signs. Valleymead is the closest village to that portal.
Okay. We will definitely do that.
Be careful.
Okay. We'll do our best. You too. You don't look the hottest either.
Yeah, those things are all around the city. I'm trying to find survivors, but I haven't come across one.
Why are they here?
I don't know.
Okay. We'll be extra careful and extra sweet to them and give them whatever they want, because that really hurt.
Grimlocks are powerful. Even one can be deadly.
Yep. 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 Felt that. Okay.
Make sure Lucan is okay. Eat your apples. I'll be in touch.
The problem with that, he can't eat apples and heal.
What?
That was his curse. Yeah. And Bailey, she's super brittle, but can never age.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. They all got it really bad.
Find Stren. Hopefully he can help you.
Okay. We'll do it. We'll find him.
Good luck. And she ends the call.
Okay. And Thal will go over to Lucan and cast Healing Word on him. Tight.
Wait, would that even work since he can't
Can't use
heal?
potions.
Oh, can't use potions. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, you get 7 points of healing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, more to me, so there's that. Okay, Evelyn says we need to go to Valleymead and find Stren, and hopefully he can help us. The old road's somewhere over there. Are you okay, Luca? And she tries to like hold out her hands to help him up, even though they're both pretty bloodied.
He just kind of like groans and like rolls his head back and forth on the ground. Like kind of cracks one eye open. Is like, what? And then he like he sits up and like gets himself up and like dusts himself off, but like not very good. He just kind of like, okay, where are we going? Let's just walk.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Everybody else, we should eat our apples, and I can reserve my healing for him at the moment. And she eats her apple.
You're gaining
I
your
am
full health back, as well as spell slots.
I am unsure if I can eat my apple. What do you guys think?
I mean, you can't use magic, but that's not. It didn't have anything to do with potions for you, though, did it?
Not attuned to it.
Yeah.
You have to like focus
I'm
on
not.
it for a long time.
That's true. Okay. Well, hopefully I don't waste it and she takes a bite of it.
You fall to the floor dead. I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
No, you regain all of your health as well as any spell slots used.
None. I'll just do a long rest. It'll just reset everything.
I think I'm gonna save mine. I feel okay. Lucan, are you alright?
He's like staring at everybody eating their apple with his arms crossed. Like, I'm not really, but it's fine. What are we gonna do about it?
Okay.
We'll
I'm-
find time to rest.
Because of that apple, I'm gonna cast Healing Word at 3rd level. This time, not 1st level, 3rd level this time to heal you a little bit more. 12 points of healing additional.
He like takes a deep breath and kind of like, all right. Well, no more messing with them, that's for sure.
Let's try to find the Stren stat, because Evelyn didn't look so great either. She says they're all over the city there too, so...
And I wonder what they meant by the witch was trying to get rid of the Shadow Princess or Shadow. I don't know exactly what he said.
Well, that
They
Shadow Glass...
said Witch Queen?
The Shadow Glass Princess, that was the one that's what this is. Like, if I don't save her or something, I'll turn to stone.
Okay, so we have to save her.
And they're trying to get rid of her? Does that mean we have to fight the Witch Queen?
Hope not. I don't know who this Witch Queen is. But
Well,
let's...
look for that old road.
Yeah, that's the first step. And I will assist anybody helping look for the old road.
Following Evelyn's directions, you find the old road pretty easily. It's just off the side of the clearing. There's uh, a little wooden sign kind of pointing in different directions. You see one for Cannonbury, one for Postwick, Loxton, but the closest mileage is the one for Valleymead. You follow the sign for Valleymead. In about 20 or so minutes of walking, you finally approach a small hamlet just outside the skirts of a forest, um, where chickens are kind of running around horses and wagons and carriages, farmers and things like that. As you enter the town square, there's a well in the center of the village, a cathedral, a small general store, with people going on about their day.
Oh, hey, there's people here. Like Wakefield. I think that's a good sign, right?
I hope. Unless they're all bad people.
Say that. Let's ask somebody if they've ever heard of Stren.
Stren is his name? Okay. Yeah, of course. And Elowen will go up to the closest stall. That's open that there's a person standing at.
Okay.
Hello, good sir, madam. I was wondering if you have ever heard of a person who lives here. We're looking for him. He is a professor of our school, and we came to ask some questions. His name is Stren, and I was wondering if you ever heard of him.
Um, the older gentleman, he kind of grumbles and says, "Stren, is that what you said?
Yes.
The man died 10 years ago."
Oh, dear.
But you
That,
might know his niece. She stays up at his house after he passed.
well,
Her name is Andrea.
thank
Okay.
you. Could you point us in the direction of his house? Maybe she would have our answers.
It's just up the path up there. It's one of the nicest houses in the village.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good day.
And she'll come back. She's like, bad news, guys. He died 10 years ago.
Okay, let's not tell Evelyn that right away.
But his niece, or is living there at his house. So maybe she'll know?
Oh, let's hope so. Um, the only option we got, unless somebody can talk to the dead. I can't.
No.
Okay, then let's head towards the niece.
Um, you head up the pathway to where the merchant had told you to, and you come across this opulent-looking estate manor home, kind of Tudor style brickwork, wooded like turrets and towers of a stately looking home. Definitely a juxtaposition to the village below. What do you do?
We knock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems reasonable to me.
Knock knock.
You knock up, you go up to the door and you knock on it. And a few moments pass, you hear someone coming up the wooded floor and opens the door, and it's a human commoner, dressed in kind of finer clothes, and says, "Ah, yes, good afternoon. What can I do for you?"
Hi. We're wondering if you know anything about a Professor Stren that used to live here?
Ah, yes. Master Stren had perished 10 years ago. His niece now runs the estate. My name is Terrison. I'm the butler of the manor. Is there something I can assist you with?
We actually had some questions for the niece, about her uncle and a book that he had brought to Wakefield.
I He kind of like looks, and then he looks down at your arms and sees that you have the ink kind of going up your arms and skin, and he goes, "Ah, yes. Unfortunately, Andrea is quite busy at the moment, but perhaps you'd like to come in for some tea."
Yeah, we'll definitely wait for her. It's a matter of like life or death for the entire world.
You enter the manor home um of Stren, and you enter and you see it's pretty opulent for the most part. Um, and he takes you into a drawing room where he has you all sit on lavish-looking couches and a fire burning in the fireplace. Before long, he comes back with a kettle and starts pouring you all tea. So,
Yeah.
tell me, how did you get your hands on the Scrivener's Tale book?
Well, we were doing some research on dragons at Wakefield. Um, our friend here just happened to pick it up and open it, and then this happened. Ooh, yeah, that's the very short version of the story. Um, we're kind of the keepers of Everas,
Hmm,
and
interesting.
we're
Master
all
Stren's words to Wakefield was told that no one should open up that book.
yeah. The problem is everybody at the Wakefield has disappeared, and everybody in Haven seems like they've also disappeared, like in the magisterium. So we're kind of on a hunt for dragon tears, a goblin tongue, and some pixie wings to sort things out. But this kind of got in the way, of course.
Interesting. Hmm.
But we
Well, how
live strange
unfortunate.
lives.
I do suppose that you have. Unfortunately, the same thing happened to Master Stren when he encountered the book and was cursed as well. Practically, the ink it took is over his entire body, but he was able to use what fortune that he did have and use it for a wish spell to get rid of it. Unfortunately, a month later, he was assassinated.
Oh, by who?
They weren't ever able to solve his murder.
Sounds like you need the guardian help, which we can't. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. A wish spell. Never heard of that. Like in the
The
wishing
ability,
well?
nope, it has the ability to change the events of the very fabric of time. It's very expensive and very powerful. Beats magic.
Right. Probably definitely can't afford a wish spell at all. And we out of luck with the genie because we let him free. He granted
Mhm.
wishes. Oh dear. Probably doesn't give us freebies, will he?
Probably not.
Um,
Uh, does the niece, I forget her name already, I apologize.
Andrea.
Andrea, does she know anything about the Scrivener's Tale?
She does. And she's quite wanted to put an end to its squabbles, so she'll be delighted to hear that you also wish to do so yourselves. Give me
Phew.
just a moment, I will see if she has back from her errand of this morning.
Thank you.
Hmm. He bows and exits the drawing room. And a couple moments pass, and he comes back, and she goes, Madame Andrea is requesting your presence in the parlor. If you'd like to follow me.
Yes, of course. And
Hmm.
Um, um, he takes you into another sitting room parlor, with a grand piano and the smell of kind of cigar smoke clings to the air of old money, where Andrea is a dark-skinned woman, beautiful hair, beautiful eyes, wearing kind of a noble kind of armor clad. She has two sword straps to her back, um, and she looks up and she says, "Ah, well, hello. You are the people who are trying to get rid of your curse."
yes.
Yes, and we're also the keepers of Everas.
Duly noted. Well, it is a pleasure to have you all here in my home. Um, Unfortunately, my dear uncle has perished some 10 years ago, and I've been not able to find out really anything more about the book itself. Um, I do have a couple journals and things of his nature if you'd like to peruse through them, but I haven't been able to find anything else about them.
Okay.
What I know is that my uncle discovered the Scrivener's Tale in a vault deep beneath the ruins of a place called Umbrian. It was the capital city of a lost kingdom that once stood just outside of our forest here. My uncle suffered briefly from the magical malady that produced a strange writing on his skin, and he used a wish spell to get rid of it. However, he is deep in debt. Um, he was killed by an assailant a month later. I assumed that it was someone coming to collect his debt, um, but I don't know who or where these people were. Um, Let me get his journals and letters. One moment, please.
Yeah.
She leaves. You hear her kind of moving and scraping it as she goes upstairs, and then she comes back down with a pile of things. Um, and she sets them down onto the table. Here are his things. You're more than welcome to peruse through them.
Thank you.
Thank
Right.
you.
Did he ever
Yeah,
speak? Oops, sorry.
I was just gonna say, as she listens to you guys, Bailey's gonna open one of the journals and start to read through it. Um, she's gonna try to find anything about what might have led to his assassination.
Um, you start pointing through one of the um, journals, and you see that there is uh, a note written by Stren that talks about um, him seeking the shadow glass, which he expected to be a great treasure. Um, there is a torn page from an unknown book that details the history of Umbrian in a place called Falorm, um, which is also known as the Realm of the Three Crowns. Falorm was one of the many kingdoms of the Old North. When the Realm of the Three Crowns fell, the kingdom of Umbrium rose after it. There is a map, a vellum papered map labeled Umbrium and Environs, and shows a few locations in the above ground ruins of the city. And then there is a note written on the map in Elvish. You notice that the Elvish handwriting matches the same writing on your skin. Can you read Elvish?
No. So, she'll look around and be like, "Can anyone read like elf script?"
Can.
She'll hand it to Elowen.
You see that there is a note written on the map that says Haven of the Red Quill.
That's
Um,
Haven of the Red Quill.
Does
then
it
you
say anything
also
else?
then no, that's the only thing that's circled on the map. Um, Whoever else is looking through papers and stuff, you find a stack of old bills marked past due. And you find an unsigned and apparently unsent letter from Stren that reads, "To my family, forgive me the vanity that took me from you, and must soon claim my life or soul. You know how ambition corrupted my love for you. I pray that someone avenges the evils done by Nintra, Princess of the Shadow Glass, Lady of Dread Omens, Seeker of the Three Crowns. But spent not your own lives against it. The Scrivener bound her in his haven, and only there I can be free of her, but is too late for me." You can deduce that Stren wrote this letter when he knew he was being pursued by assailants, but was killed before he could send the letter. And finally, um, you see a bit of parchment that is shot with dry rot and crumbles within your hands as you touch it. It reads in his handwriting: "Stairs among the surface ruins of Umbrian, and descended deep into the haven of the Red Quill. The guardians almost finished us before the door was opened. Gods, how I wish." And it ends.
Is there any other journal that I could read, or
That's
was that the only
everything.
one?
You guys were
Okay.
pulling through everything. That's all the information you've gathered,
Okay.
and all the information I have for you.
Bailey will look at Andrea and be like, "You don't know anything more than this? You don't know anything about who he owed these bills to, or..."
He took out a lot of debt. I'm assuming that it was one from the court of the witches of the Witch Queen. I remember seeing large men on horseback come into the night on a couple occasions before he had been killed. I assumed that it was them, but I have no idea.
So, who is this witch queen?
She resides from the Eva. She has the power of magic at her side. That's all I really know about her.
Does she have a name?
Not that I know of. She just goes by the Witch Queen. It is said that she was one of the originals who crafted magic along with two others, Abora Nightingale and Nyx.
I think the only way we are going to get more answers is if we travel to the ruins of the city. And maybe go to this haven of the Red Quill and see if we can find any more information about this Shadowglass princess,
Yeah. Yeah.
Ninja.
And we have to free her from her prison. Sounds like she's bound in Haven of the Red Quill. I'm putting those two and two together. surprised
You-
that he never found that.
You hear the voice of the woman from earlier telling you not to give them the book appear in your minds again. And she says, "Follow Stren's route into the haven and destroy the ghost of the Scrivener. His name is Zirian. He is the Queen's evil pawn. The same pawn who cursed you with the Scrivener's mark. You must do this before it's too late. If you do not vanquish the ghost quickly, the Scrivener's mark will destroy you."
All right. I know you had no clue what just happened in our minds, but I think we need to depart as quickly as possible to destroy a ghost. How do you destroy a ghost?
If you destroy the Scrivener, I will rid you of his evil mark. The only way this ends well is with us saving each other.
Okay.
Andrea, she looks at you and she says, "Destroying a ghost. That's quite simple, really. Once
Really?
you've destroyed him and he's departed, you'll need to burn his remains with salt and ash."
What was his name again?
Zirian.
So what if we just like found his remains right now and just burn those? Will that work? Or I guess we have to find them. He's a ghost. Unless he's a ghost
His
that's using his
remains
bodies.
are his remains are in the Umbrian ruins. Go there, quickly.
Well, this was lovely tea. I think we have to depart to the Umbrian ruins to vanquish a ghost and save this princess. Or we
Okay.
die.
It's north of here. Follow the old road out.
Thank you so much again. This was lovely tea, lovely meeting you. I'm so sorry about your uncle. Hopefully we can avenge him and be at peace as well.
Good luck to you.
You. Thal like slowly leaves.
Ellen will leave as well.
Haley finishes her tea and says, "Thank you," and then follows.
So you guys exit the town and
Go north. That was
Go
also
back
like
on the old
walking like
road.
a little bit quicker because she's like, okay, we're running out of time.
Yeah, we need to hurry.
She'll also in this time
Lucan.
heal Lucan more at third level. He needs it.
what Ashley, what's the name of the spooky forest in Coltiris? Drusvar?
Duskwood. You looking for
Drusvar.
the music?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
Drusvar. That's what I was looking for.
Oh, that music. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you guys follow the path and you eventually head into a dark looking forest. Um, where some leaves have not regrown on the dead trees and rot, as eventually the pathway has a low lining fog across the ground. Um, After quite some time, eventually are um, come face to face with the ruins of an ancient city. The only thing left standing is a circular tower.
Oh, okay. And after that'll finish healing Lucan for 14 points. Help? More? I need it. So,
Thank you, Thal.
you're welcome. Spooky Tower. Guessing that's where we need to go?
That's the only place I could see. Is there any other ruins around? That's the only thing that's standing still, you said?
Correct.
Okay. Elowen will make her way to the tower.
That will follow. Bailey, you should go last because you are weak.
Excuse me.
You're brittle.
Yeah, fine. She
The
goes
the
behind everyone.
the wall near the top of the stairs has the word Haven and a crude picture of a quill scratched into it. So it was left by someone who had come to this tower before. You enter the tower, and a narrow spiral staircase descends 50 feet from the ruins on the surface. A weathered mosaic decorates the stairwell, depicting dwarves, elves, and humans working together to forge the realm of the Three Crowns. The area reeks of decay, and a few birds fly out of the shaft. It was Bailey and Lucan who had the vision. Is that correct?
Right.
Yes.
Remind me? I'm not sure.
It didn't make any sense.
Oh, yes, we failed the con saving.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
You recognize images of a silver circlet, the adamantine crown, and the golden crown from your vision. Descending the crumbling stairs on foot is perilous. Each of you will need to do a dexterity saving throw.
9.
4.
19.
16.
Anyone below a 14 starts tumbling down the stairs before
Oh.
being able to stop yourself, taking 14 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. That hurt again.
Oh.
You guys
You-
okay?
Yeah, that sucked. I'm not good with stairs. I am a fish.
Bailey will reach out and hold Thal's hand as they continue up.
You've reached the bottom of the stairway and you see an open archway at the base of the stairs. The walls of this chamber show cracks and other signs of stress from the weight of 50 feet of earth and stone above, but have so far remained standing. The floor is covered in a thick layer of rotten debris, which can be seen, um, which you can see like scraps of leather, husks of countless dead insects, bits of rusted metal. A doorway on the far wall has been collapsed and is fully blocked by a pile of rubble. At first glance, this place looks dangerous.
And there's no other way out. The doorway is the only way.
In this chamber, there is, like that's the only way to get like deeper in.
Okay. Thal's going to investigate the doorway and see how hard it would be to like move it. I guess by hand, or is it who's the strongest?
Here, I can show you. Can you guys see that?
Loading.
Alright, that's still loading for me too. Hold on, I'm gonna try it again. There we go.
You can see it.
Okay. So you guys are in this room right here. Can you see my mouse?
Yes.
That's where you're at right here.
Okay.
Did you make the map?
No, I found it.
doorway's just crumbled.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Completely like enclosed, or just like we can walk over it?
You would be able to move some shift stuff around, but right now it feels dangerous.
Well, I mean, I guess the only way to go is forward.
Could carefully try to remove them, the stones. I don't think I have
Yeah.
anything magical that could help us with this.
Lucan, do you want to work together to try to move one? Just be careful,
We can
one stone at a time.
try, or should we not move anything and just try and climb over?
I can try to climb over. At least climb enough to see what's on the other side.
You all can roll a dexterity saving throw.
Sure. Nine.
Or
All of us?
Yeah.
Oh.
well, poop.
20?
20, not nat.
Yeah, mine's not that either.
So, Elowen and Thal are able to help Bailey and Lucan through the rubble. A couple stones and stuff move, but it seems actually pretty stable for passing through. You've entered a like at the central chamber. Through the layer of debris and dead insects that coat the floor of the area, its contents remain largely intact. 4 tables, a side table set with what looks like cups, and 24 chairs stand covered in dust.
Okay.
Guys, I think it's safe to crawl through. It's not too bad. There's nothing in here really, just some tables.
Hey, Liz, your audio is very choppy and like distant.
I mean, how is it now?
I can hear you
Better?
fine.
Yeah, okay. Maybe
I
it's
don't
just
know.
me.
And on the other side of this room, too, there are 3 10-foot wide open archways that lead out of the area. It seems like this might have been once a meeting or a dining hall. The archway to the west has the word Candeska inscribed above it.
What do you think that
You-
means?
I've never heard that word before.
Do I have?
You have?
And Luke can walk over and like look through the arches into like the other part of the room.
Yeah, the north, south, west, or east archway.
Oh, we'll go with north.
So, you look forward, and you see that the floor of this room is covered with filth and moldering debris and reeks of untold generations of rats. There's a faded fresco painting on the back wall that depicts several human, elf, and dwarf wizards battling a black dragon.
Hey guys,
Yeah?
do you want to come look at this? There's a painting. You know that dragon that we
Yeah.
talked about? Come look.
That will go look.
Yeah.
You go up to the painting.
Yeah.
The dragon is as big as one would expect an adult black dragon to be, and it clutches a small chest in one of its 4 claws. This chest, like the dragon, is a flat image rendered as part of the painting, but it has a deep half-inch diameter hole bored into it. On the other side, the wizards, like the dragon, are all life-sized. One of them appears to hold a 1-foot-long black wand. The wand, however, is not part of the painting. And it's an actual iron wand embedded in the wall, and it looks like it can be removed.
Well, so I can use magic and you can't. Sorry, Elowen.
No, go ahead.
That will. Should I touch it or should I touch it with like a spell?
Do you have
No,
Mage Hand?
I do.
Maybe it needs to go in that hole.
True. Well, I'll cast Mage Hand because I'm afraid to touch things. Take it out and put it into the hole.
The mage hand, magical hand, grasps onto the wand, and immediately a chain lightning spell is immersed from it. Everyone roll a DC dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 10.
16.
14.
21.
Everyone but Lucan will be taking 10d8 lightning damage.
Oh. Oh, fuck.
So, with evasion, I can dodge dexterity saves if it's a AoE spell and take half damage on a fail.
Let's see. Is that spell an area of effect?
It says if it's an area of effect with a dexterity saving throw, I take no damage on success and half on a fail with evasion.
It is not an area of effect because it trickles from one person to the other.
Sorry. Why is it always me? I'm sorry.
How much damage?
10d8.
Do you want to roll that for us so we all get the same amount?
Yeah. You're looking at 47.
Fuck.
Thal is out. She is out.
Elowen goes to Thal. She has one last potion of healing.
How much was Thal out before?
I was at 23.
Like, what was...
Oh.
I don't even have that much. I have 43 hit points. So, no matter what, it would have knocked me out.
So that's over half damage.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm dead.
Val,
Sorry, guys. I'm out.
oh my god, Thalassia.
Elowen tries to like shake her and just to get her a little bit conscious, and she takes her potion of healing to see if she would be able to see, but she checks for a pulse and she sees that there isn't one, and she can't use magic to save her. If I had magic, I could save her. I could bring her back. I have a spell now for that. Thal! And she shakes her again, and tears are welding up in her eyes.
What about, what if I gave her the last apple?
Try it. I don't know if she has to chew it. That's the only thing. She's gone. We can make her chew, but I don't know if I don't know if that would work.
Okay, Bailey's gonna use one of her daggers from Elliot and cut off part of the last apple from Evelyn and try to put it in Thal's mouth, like, just to see if it does anything.
You start cutting up the apple frantically and shoving it in Thal's mouth, and as tears are like streaming down your face as you're trying to get her to chew, but nothing seems to be working.
Evelyn gets up and she screams because her friend is dead, and she gets her staff, knowing she probably won't be able to cast anything, but she tries, and she tries with everything in her might, feeling this powerful emotion surge through her, and she casts Reincarnate on Thal to attempt to save her and touching her to see if it
So
helps.
this green imbued magic of vine and leaf erupts from Elowen. And Elowen, you feel fire in your veins as if just absolutely your skin starts to be brittle and glass as you feel immense pain come from you. How much health do you have?
22.
Taking 21 points of damage. But Thal wakes up.
Just, guys, that really hurt.
But
Ow.
I kneel down and he's gonna like sit down and like pick her up and pull her like into his lap, like cradling her.
Is everybody else okay?
Elowen drops to her knees as she looks up at Thal because she is not herself anymore.
Why is everybody crying?
Trey, please read the spell of Reincarnate. I can't roll it, you have to.
So I have it already.
Okay.
Okay.
God.
How do I want to do this?
Oh my god.
This is awful.
Here we go. I'm gonna roll it again because I don't like that outcome.
Okay.
Thal is no longer white-haired and blue.
Oh.
She is now a mousy, brown-haired woman. Freckles and a button nose. A human. No longer a mermaid. No longer memories of anything but her past life. As she is reincarnated. The reincarnation spell allows a person to come back to life. However, it calls for a soul to enter that body. And that soul takes over the body and it inhabits that, turning them into a new race. You recall your former life and experiences, and you retain the capabilities that you had in your mermaid form, except it changes the original race for the new changes and racial traits accordingly.
Oh. I guess she probably doesn't realize this yet.
Bailey's gonna say, what's going on? That's not Thal.
And is just crying. I had to do what I had to do, and she's holding her arm that completely is. It looks black from being burned.
Oh, and what the hell? Who is that?
What do you
It's
mean?
Thal.
Who's that? I'm me. What are you guys talking about?
Are you?
She's safe.
I am. She looks at her hand. She's like, "Oh, I guess I turned a different color." And she tries to turn back to blue.
And it doesn't
Desperately.
work.
She's like, I can't turn blue. Why am I not turning
Lucan's gonna like pick up a piece of like a chunk of her hair and kind of like hold it up for her to like look at.
Did I get fried? No. Am I burnt?
Thal, I'm so sorry. I had to save you. It was the only way. It turned you human.
As this is all happening, there was a click when the wand went into the other hole. And in the place where the dragon was on the fresco painting, an adult black dragon materializes in the room. The smoke and gold shimmers kind of dissipate as the dragon, who is trapped in the fresco for hundreds of years, stands before you. This thing is massive. And it looks down at you all and says, "Thank you for releasing me."
Can we have some tears? She's saying hazily.
Tears.
Need
For
tears.
what reason?
I have to save the world and my friends. Everybody will fall asleep if we don't. She's still like drunkenly saying things.
Since
Lucan's
you
gonna
have
like take her hand and pull it down because I think he's still holding her, and he's gonna kind of like not like roll her off, but he's just gonna like shift her off of him like into a sitting position, and he's just gonna like get onto his knees and like look up.
My name is Colistlenser.
Hi,
Since you
Clausen.
have freed me, I shall bestow you my tears.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Clausen, since you're beautiful.
The dragon bows its head. And does anyone have a vial or anything?
Elowen does with her herbology pack. Or she has something, hold on. Herbalism pack kit. That would have like little vials or something that she would take samples of leaves and stuff out of. And she takes one up.
The dragon pours its thick, liquidy tears inside of the vial before it leans back up, expands its wings, and he starts walking slowly past you, turns his head, and says, "Good luck," and flies out of the turret.
Oh my god. Okay. Should we get out of here? Because I'm sure you guys are with me, but I'm not feeling very well.
We have to keep going. Thal is still cursed.
As are
I
you
just used
guys.
We're
the
still
last
cursed.
apple.
Remember, Thal is going to turn into a statue at dawn.
Does everybody need healing? I think I can still heal.
Are you sure? Are you strong enough?
Okay, let me make sure I have the right spell.
Elowen's gonna take her potion of healing that she has.
Okay.
Okay, I can only heal like 2 people and then be done healing.
Elowen, as you take the potion, you start to get a little bit nauseous, remembering from your training that you might get potion sickness for taking too many healing potions in a short amount of time. You're fine for right now, but one more would give you potion sickness.
Okay. 7 plus 2. 9.
Well, I guess I'll heal. Who really needs it? Like who's gonna die like me?
It took a lot out of me to bring you back, Thal. And I'm sorry to ask you to heal me.
Okay.
I don't want to ask anything of you, but I'm not doing well.
I will heal at second level. First person. I'm not healing myself because I'm at 1 hit point, so it's gonna be you guys if I die again. I'm sorry. Elowen, you have 10 hit points.
Yeah.
Bailey, you're at 7.
I'm at 5.
No, I just healed you for 7.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know what Lucan's at, so I'll wait. We don't have time to rest.
No, but we can't get hurt again.
No.
It's not gonna matter if dawn comes if all of us are dead.
Okay. Hopefully, we can do this without fighting anymore. Just gotta free the princess. Just gotta save her.
In order to free the princess, we have to defeat the ghost.
That's true.
Maybe we can find his bones first.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have used that apple.
I'm sorry.
You wasted it on me.
Please don't be sorry. I'm really, really glad you're okay. I'm glad you're back. Even if you're a little different.
I'm different?
I mean, not on the inside.
Alright.
I think Thal's going to this contact Evelyn again, just for an update, and be like, we're in the Embryon, Haven of the Red Quill. We got dragon tears. They say I'm different.
The Magisphere doesn't have any reception or connection.
Oh,
We're underground.
okay. Logan, how much points do you need? You need healing real bad?
I have 33 health points, so I should be good.
Okay.
You had helped me earlier.
Don't
So is Lucan able to cast what is it called that he can now use?
message.
Message. That's what it is. To Evelyn.
You have
To
to. They have to
update
be
her?
within 60 feet of you.
Oh, okay. Never mind. He doesn't understand the
As
logistics.
you, as you're all talking, a spectral image of an elf ignores you and wanders around the room, nodding and moving his mouth as if speaking to an unseen person.
It's funny. House is just sitting there slumped over in the wall.
Is that the ghost?
I don't know.
Are you Zarian? Zarian?
The ghost immediately abruptly stops talking to whatever invisible conversationalist he was having and like looks at you as if finally noticing you. And he says, "Yes, I am Zirian the Scrivener, the Archmage who created the Haven of the Red Quill to preserve the lore of Valorm.
Nice to
And
meet you.
who might you be?"
Not a mermaid anymore. Thal.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Knowledge Seeker. Now, what are you all doing here?
First, she shows her arm. By the book you wrote, I think. You wrote the Scrivener's Tale.
Oh dear, the book has cursed you. I wrote that book to imprison the Princess of Shadowglass.
The whole time?
Yes, she is a malevolent being.
this all for nothing? We had to free her and she would not curse us any longer.
You shall not free her. I will protect the free peoples of the world against the Princess of Shadowglass until the end of time. I am so sorry about what has happened to you. I do know a way you can get rid of it.
Really?
Oh,
You must destroy the Prince of Shadowglass.
Kinda sucks. Get away the book. We're gonna dive
Sure.
into.
Shortly before the fall of Elowen, the Princess of Shadowglass attempted to subvert and destroy the kingdom that was once bound to my tale, a powerful ritual that I created. The door is sealed to the Great Library, but I can tell you how you can get in, and you can end the threat posed by Nintra.
Okay. Yeah. Promise us this is how we get rid of the curse and save the world. And while we're saving the world, we're trying to save the world twice over, I think. Mr. Ghost, sir.
Generations of Haven scholars bound themselves to defend the site beyond death. There are 3 stone golems and a number of undead who protect the site, held in magical stasis until a threat is detected. The masters of Haven once knew the rituals that would summon the keys held by the golems, allowing easy passage through the door to the Great Library. But these masters are now long gone, and you must now defeat the combined force of the library's guardians to claim their keys. The way the guardians are summoned is with any damage-dealing spell directed at the door. When you are ready, I will wish you luck. As soon as the damage-dealing spell targets the door, the guardians will awaken, and you must defeat them for their keys. I can offer you one thing, the Blessing of Zirian. It will restore your strength.
Sounds really amazing, actually.
Once you have passed through the door, anyone marked with the curse to be turned into a bronze statue must create a magic circle. Light 6 candles around the circle and summon the princess with her 3 names.
Guessing the Trezron. Dead Omens.
Her 3 names. Yes.
Princess
Do you know them?
Shadowglass. Well, Nintra. Princess of Shadowglass. Lady of Dead Omens.
Nintra will not work.
Oh. Seeker of the 3 Crowns.
Correct. You must then use the parchment and ink found in the circle and write your intent to free Nintra. Then she will be summoned, and your fight will begin.
Okay. Oh, 3 keys and a fight again.
after we defeat the guardians of the library.
You
Or
hear
just
the
sound
woman's
like a lot.
voice in your heads again. Do not listen to him. You must destroy him. He will end the world. He is a pawn of the Witch Queen.
I don't know who to believe anymore. Now she's talking in our heads that we have to destroy you. Something about a witch queen.
I feared that she would be getting into your heads. Here, take my blessing.
How do we do this?
The ghost kneels before you, Thal, and presses his 2 fingers upon your forehead, and immediately you feel a chill run throughout your entire body while getting healed.
Full, like a long rest.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
However,
God.
your spell slots are not returned.
Okay.
You also notice that the ink on your skin starts to feel like cool to the touch. It no longer burns.
Hey, I think he's the good guy. This doesn't hurt anymore. And I feel pretty good now that I'm back to full health. He should take his blessing.
Okay.
He goes over to Elowen, does the same thing that he did for Thal, and you feel yourself being healed, and the ailments of the ink subdue. Whatever your ailments were from the curse, they are held within stasis. You shall be fine until the dawn, or until you defeat the Princess of Shadow.
What do you mean the curse doesn't affect us anymore?
For now, you have 1 hour.
Okay.
What
Well,
about
thank
you
you.
two? Would you like my blessing?
Yes,
He,
please.
Please.
he does the same thing to Bailey and to Lucan. The door in the other room. The first damage dealing spell will awaken the Guardians. Good luck. And he shimmers away.
Are we sure we're making the right choice?
but it feels weird defeating the Guardians. Save the Guardian. I guess we're different Guardian. Everything seems so weird. But I feel like he's telling the truth.
Because why would we save someone who is the dead omens? Shadow glass, that's not something really good to be a princess of. And she could just be tricking us inside of our head.
It's true. They would.
Okay.
So I don't know how much it'll help. We've already taken the blessing, but I might be able to have some help. Lucan is. I don't. Okay, can I ask if this would even be effective first before I use it? He can cast Augery without the use of any. Oh, let me pull it back up. So I have the ability to consult with my ancestral spirits. I can cast Augury or Clairvoyance, which I believe in this case it's Augury that I'm wanting to use, without using a spell slot or material components. Rather than creating a spherical sensor, this use of that's for the Clairvoyance part. Anywho, would that be
What are you trying to do?
So if I were to cast Augury, basically, he is trying to summon his deceased brother as an ancestral spirit for guidance.
Sure.
So it like tells us the outcome of our choices, right?
Yes. So By casting gem-inlaid sticks, rolling dragon bones, laying out ornate cards, or employing some other divining tool, which he doesn't require because of the way he has it, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. The GM chooses from the following possible omens: wheel for good results, woe for bad results, wheel and woe for both good and bad, which I feel like is what's going to happen anyway. The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome.
That's it. I mean, I can't tell you whether or not to use it. That's up to you.
I know,
can't tell
but
you an
I was
outcome before you
asking.
use it.
I know. That wasn't what I was asking. I was asking, is it even going to be worth it?
I can't even tell you that.
Go ahead and use it.
Okay.
Is it a one-time use thing?
1 time per short or long rest.
Oh, okay.
All right. So he's gonna stop, and just kind of be like, "Hey guys, like, I learned something when I was training. I don't know how well it'll work, but I'm gonna give it a shot." So he's gonna like sit down and he's gonna close his eyes and he's gonna start concentrating. And I don't know if this is actually how the spell works, but this is how I want it to. He, like, all of a sudden you're gonna see like a figure like come up in front of him. It's also ghostly, but not the same kind of ghosty that was. And he's going to open his eyes and look up and give like kind of smile. And he's gonna look around at everybody and he's gonna be like, "This is my brother." And then he's gonna turn back to his brother with, little words to anybody else. And ask him if destroying this, is this what we're supposed to be doing? Is the voice in our head the person who has cursed us that we need to destroy?
Your brother only speaks to you. You're the only one to be able to hear him. And it looks like your brother, but he doesn't have the same personality that of your brother. It's just kind of like a being in the image of your brother. It's still his voice, but it's not like he's like, "Hey bro, what's," you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
The being before you says, "Your pathway forward, Lucan, has been marked. In order to get rid of it, you must destroy the person who cursed you. That is what lies beyond the door of the 3 Guardian Keys."
He's gonna nod and take a deep breath. Thank you. And he's gonna just kind of keep looking at him and like kind of get tears in his eyes for a second. As he probably dissipates.
Oh, he's still there for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what all, because I didn't know what all I can ask.
You're fine. Your brother's spirit says, "The journey before you will be long in peril, full of danger. But the people beside you are the ones who make you strong. Do not let past failures define who you are. Lucan, it is important to remember that you do well to others as you do for yourself. Do not forget this. You are a proper defender of what is good and what is right. You've done nothing wrong, dear brother. But this journey before you will end in a way you have never been able to comprehend before. The story of you, your friends, will be the last tale that Everas ever heard. And then he disappears.
Lucan's gonna stand up and nod. And he now has like tears like streaming down his face. But he turns to everybody else and smiles like through his tears. Like, all right, are we ready?
Feeling her.
He
Chin.
said that we have to destroy the person that cursed us. And the person that cursed us is beyond these doors, behind the Guardians.
Okay. So, Princess Shadowglass.
The voices in our head are her trying to protect herself through the curse. I assume. He didn't say that, but
It's definitely implied.
yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to be sure.
Definitely.
Let's go defeat those guardians. I'm feeling good. I have my magic back.
Yeah. Let's do it.
You leave the chamber and head to the other hall where you see the magical door guarding the next room. What do you do?
Lucan's gonna look at Elowen and Thal and then stand next to Bailey and put his shield up, pull out his great axe. It had to be a magical attack, right? So do you two want to do the honors?
All right. Eldritch Blast and Poison Spray. All right.
Bailey pulls out her sword.
Everyone ready?
Let's fight some guardians.
3, 2, 1. And Elowen casts Poison Spray, her cantrip, at the door.
Just blast.
And that's where we're in tonight's episode.
I knew it! I knew it! That's disappointing.
Disappointing.
That's disappointing.
Wanted to fight some guardians, damn it.
Something to look forward to. God, that episode. Dude, Trey, every week you outdo yourself.
Oh,
Oh my god, I can't believe I died.
And now you're a human. I'm sorry, that was the only way I could save you.
No, it's fine. That's fine. I mean, actually, it's fine with it. Thal, she's gonna have to have a heart-to-heart in her soul for a little bit and crying. Now she
Yeah.
can't go home.
No.
I thought you were done.
I did too. I was like, well, good thing I have a backup character in mind. Which is funny that she kind of looks like what Trey said, and she's gonna be a human.
Ooh, spooky.
So
But yeah, no, I like the mumble slow Elowen giving everything her got. She got to resurrect Thal.
Good save, good save.
Yeah.
You did it. Very proud of you.
Thanks. I wasn't sure if you were gonna let it work
Allow
or
it.
not because of the curse.
I guess Storeways, there would be no keeper. Like, I couldn't play anymore because the Saf can't summon any. Elliot can't summon. Those Deets. All the keepers are gone. Never mind.
Do we have any questions, comments, concerns, clarifications?
I need to get some character art that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
gotta.
know Liz made the comment. Oh, sorry.
No, go
that
ahead.
last week was one of her favorites, and I have to say this week was one of mine. Even sorry for dipping out. First time was to refill my water bottle and go pee, and then I got caught with Justin, so I was telling him about Disney, and I was trying to be quick. And then the second time is we were swimming a lot over the weekend, and we think he had some swimmer's ear, and he needed help putting in his eardrops before he laid down.
Oh,
So
poor buddy.
I know. Anyway, totally irrelevant, but
No, you're fine. I'm glad you liked
it was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I loved it too. I love when we get our asses kicked.
Yeah.
A little scary.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
All right. Well, I guess this week we will maybe one night we can get on Discord and get the Disney tickets. Figure that out together.
Probably Wednesday afternoon would work best, if
We
that's
can do
okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lauren and
Cool.
Sydney after you guys get done with work.
Actually have a
Yeah.
half day on Wednesday.
Perfect.
I probably won't be able to get on until around same time, like 7 o'clock. Just because I get home at 6, and I need to eat something as soon as I get home because I usually feel faint. But
Yeah.
I
don't think it
will.
will take too long, but I'll be around on Wednesday. I can make sure of that.
Okay. Just if you, because I'll be at work Wednesday afternoon, but I have Wednesday morning off. Because I work all this week. My first day off is Saturday,